Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. It's Anne Manera, and we are live today for a color along featuring a page from Color Along Volume 17. So say hello if you are here in the comments, or say hello in the comments if you are here, right? Let me just get some information set up on this so that we can have all of the information here. Get this shared out to everyone. We're coloring a page today. Our topic is patterns, and I'm going to be using some Black Widow pencils today. So say hello. Good to have you here. Good morning, good morning. Scarlett says hello. I know, Scarlett. We are live today. Can you believe it? Live. Say hello, 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 Scarlett. Okay, so let me just come here, Scarlett. Come here. So if it's your first time watching, this is a live color along. We're going to anything can happen in a live color along. The dog could bark, the doorbell can ring. Let's hope the doorbell doesn't ring though. Who is here? Debbie Culver's here. Hello. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while, Debbie. Good to have you here. So I'm just going to get this kind of shared out here to share it out to some Facebook pages. Get it onto my own Facebook page. And does your dog need to pee pee? No, you know what she wants? She wants a biscuit. So I'm going to actually get up and go get her a biscuit because that's what she needs. She needs food. A biscuit. Hold on. You want a biscuit, Scarlett? Come on, baby. Here you go, Paisley. Here, Scarlett. She's all set now. I gave her a biscuit. So, we're going to wait a little bit, Debbie, just to find out, just to see who else can join us today. But I'm glad that you're here. So, how is the holiday season treating you? Hope everyone is staying safe. And so we're going to color today with I gave the dog a biscuit, yes. We're going to color this morning with, I have Black Widow Dragon pencils. Are you a Black Widow fan, Debbie? It's kind of cool just being the only one in here, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if anybody else is here. If anybody else is here, then please say hello. Let's get this shared out to a couple of other places. Sharon's here. Good morning, good morning. I don't think you're late, Sharon. I think I was early. I was early. I was early because I was trying to set it up differently. You know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to setting up a live video. My next goal, believe it or not, because my head doesn't have enough inside it and my brain is not pushed to the max as it is, but my next goal is that I would like to be able to go live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Sharon is probably just clutching her head right now saying, what? But yeah, I'm going to try to do that. So, I don't know. Last night my website crashed, so fix that. Yeah, let's just try to do as much with technology as we possibly can. I actually saw that Amazon was down yesterday, and a couple of other sites. I forgot what else they were. But if you are here watching and you would like to share this on your Facebook page or in the comments, I would greatly, greatly appreciate my head spin. I'm making Sharon's head spin. I love to make her head spin, Debbie, because she cracks me up. Sharon should be my co-host one of these days, and then you'll really be like, talk about the dog needing to go pee. You'll pee your pants if you were listening to the two of us, so it would be kind of funny. All right, so we've been working on this book since September, right? So this book has a variety of different topics in it. We've learned about a lot of different things. So we went over pointillism on the first one, and just two colors was the second one. I love drawing this book, actually. This page is from Little Box's Simple Coloring Book, where it's all these smaller illustrations. So it's probably one of my favorite style books to draw. I have another one too, this Tiny Houses. This one we use pee their pants or say what's up with this crazy lady. I know, Sharon, right? I know. They would say that about you, not me. Right? No, they would say that about both of us. This one's from Doodle Friends, and we used markers. And then we did this one from Good Vibes Coloring Book with glitter gel pens. I think I used Pentel Sparkle Pops for this one. And then we worked on this one. We worked on shading with colored pencils. This was from Scarlett's View Coloring Book, which is my dog Scarlett's book. She thinks that she's a hot dog having a book. Thank you, Debbie. Gnomes in Love Coloring Book was with watercolor pencils. And then we worked on this one, which, excuse my scribbles, but this is from Hypnotic Complicated Coloring Book. And I gotta say, when I drew this, there's a whole story behind it. You can go back. I don't want to bore you with it, but you can go back and you can look at the video for this, and I talk about the backstory to this page. But we did use just a blue pen. I never imagined I would want to color something like that or draw something like that, so I don't really know. Are you ready for Christmas, Debbie? I think I am. I'm not sure. It's going to happen whether I'm ready or not, right? So Christmas is going to happen. Do you have little kids that are going to be celebrating the holiday with you? We have bright colors on this one from Holiday Gnomes Coloring Book. And then here's the other one. This is from the Tiny Houses Simple Coloring Book. Another fun one. I love this one, actually. I feel like I could draw another one of these. Good morning, Sandra. I'm very, very happy to see you. I was worried that we were never going to see you again, or that I was never going to see you again, but I'm glad that you're here with us. Fancy Mandalas. This is a wood grain technique that we used, and I used Dewent drawing pencils on this. Do I have a list of supplies I could purchase? I just basically use, you mean for like these color alongs, I just basically use colored pencils, markers, gel pens. I don't use gel pens that often, but I'm using Black Widow. You know what the best way to get that list, to be honest with you, is if you went over, and someone else asked me the other day about coloring groups. They wanted a list of the coloring groups I belong to. And I should have answered her with this, but I think I did it in my head. My answer to that was, if you went to the Just Color Coloring Group on Facebook, if you're a part of that, which I think you're a part of that, right, Debbie? And ask that question in that coloring group, then you could easily get the answer to that question. Black Widow colored pencils. This is the latest Black Widow colored pencils. These are called the Dragon Edition, and this one's a set of 36. They have, I think this is the 7th set. They have Scorpio, Cobra, regular Black Widow, just the spider. I know, they Black Widow. What else do they have? 2 skin tones, that's 5. Maybe this is the 6th. This is the 6th number, set number 6. I almost had a crash over here. I missed that grayscale color along, and it's my favorite to color, Sharon saying. I still have to catch up. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to color. What else did I do during this? Oh, we talked about my upcoming workshops in this one. I think I did a felted painting at this one. Dawn is here. Good morning to Dawn. How are you? We used this one for monochromatic. This was a cool one. We went just with pink. I'm going to shut off some background noise back there. Hold on a second. Okay. Tell Scarlett to go lay down. Oh, my goodness. And then today, here we are, patterns. This is from my book, Gnome Friends Coloring Book. We should write that down on here, right? Gnome Friends Coloring Book, and I have this up on a little box here, a little easel, because I figured that it would be easier to see. So Gnome Friends Coloring Book, and today is all about patterns. So what do you think about when you think of a pattern? I think of something that's, hey Alice, I think of something that is repetitive, right? It repeats, a pattern repeats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my drawing pen first, and I'm going to create patterns on the actual illustration. So, Sandra says, my Black Widow's dragon not coming until February. Oh my. Really? I did see that he was having some problems with stock. Wow, February. Are you? Do you real? I like them. I like the set. I like the colors. There's a if you go to my website actually and go to the freebie section, there's a swatch chart you can use. It's where is it? You can download this on my website. And I swatched all my colors from my Black Widow Dragon Pencil swatch chart. Here it is. So I did swatch all my colors, but I did it a little differently where I went with the heavy pressure to a medium pressure to a light pressure because I wanted to see that gradation with them. Sharon says, I only have one set of the Black Widow, the Monarch set. Oh no, then that is 7 sets. Okay, I forgot about that one. I'm not crazy about the Monarchs. Actually, of all the sets that I like them all, but I like that one the least. I don't know what it is. I think it's the colors. What do you think, Alice? Alice is a Black Widow fan. Okay, so I'm going to get started. So let's first of all think about the type of patterns that there could be. I'm going to start with the heart in the middle of this guy's hat. And I'm thinking circles could be a pattern. So I'm just going to kind of draw all of the little circles. And I'm keeping it even. I'm keeping it so that it's a pattern. And you know, when, I guess this is kind of an early learning thing. Like, this is something you learn is like early ages, right? Your set is sitting off the coast of California on a ship, right? I know, isn't that crazy? Is there still problems with that? I thought I saw that they were going to have that problem resolved. I don't know. Is there? I feel like this guy's beard could have this type of pattern. Now, the other thing is that the pattern also gets created as we create more color. So for this one, I'm adding a thin line. I gotta see what Scarlett's chewing behind me. Oh, she's just chewing her paw. I don't know. Is that still happening? I guess. Or did I see something that they were going to address the supply chain shortages? I don't know. I think, Alice says, I don't have the new set. Ian, tell me your thoughts about the colors. Well, I feel like there could be more blue. And I don't get paid to use these. And I don't get paid to, this is not a paid promotion product. So this is my honest opinion. Target store shelves are bare in Florida. Are they really? Wow. Okay, I think they could be more blue. That's my opinion. My opinion is that I really like this like reddish and pink family here. And I really like this orange family. I feel like there could be maybe, there's only this one light pink, so maybe that could be a little bit better. I really like the greens. Shout out to Sharon. And as far as the blue section here, there's just this one purple. There's like a lavender color. Or maybe it's like a periwinkle. Called Picasso Sky. It's not. It's like a periwinkle, I guess. So I think there could be more blues. I love this cardboard color. It's very cool. I will say this. They're very creamy. They remind me of the Scorpions. You know, the Scorpion pencils to me are my favorites. I actually need to buy another set of them because I've just like worn them out. But the Scorpion ones, I just feel like they completely, they were much creamier than the Monarchs. So I think by the time that the Monarchs showed up, because there was Black Widow, just straight Black Widow. Then there was Scorpion. Then there was Cobra. Then I think there was the 2 skin tone sets. Then the Monarch. Then that's when the Butterfly showed up, right? And then came the Dragon. So it's like a little story, isn't it? You could write a story about it. He should do that, actually. All right, let's see about the shoes. The shoes, I want to just kind of go like this. And I'm just basically kind of giving them a little bit of oomph. I'm going to give her matching shoes so that they look like they're together. Just in case they ever got lost. They can say, who do you belong with? I belong with the guy with the striped shoe, with the zigzag shoes. And then you'll know. So I think that blue color could easily be a different blue. Or additional blues. But As far as the creaminess of them, it definitely reminds me of the Scorpion pencils. I don't know why they're my favorite, but they are. I can't help it. What do you think about the Monarchs, Sharon? I don't know why they're not my favorite. I think it's the colors. It could be the colors that are just kind of throwing me, you know? The other thing we could do is just kind of put these little loops here. I call them loops, but maybe they're ovals. I'll kind of go like on the off sections, but it's still kind of creating a pattern. Are you a solid color clothing wearer, or are you a pattern? I like solid colors. Sometimes if I have something on with a pattern on it or a design, I start to think like it's just too busy. It's like sleeping in like, I don't know, red sheets. Do the pattern on your sheets affect how you sleep? I know your eyes are closed, but what do you think? I had these red sheets one time that had a white pattern on them. I think it was a floral pattern, and I couldn't do it. Isn't that weird? My eyes were closed. How did I know that there was a busy sheet going on? Right? I'm also not too enthused about them, Sharon is saying. I'm sorry, they were my first set of black. Yeah, I wish you had bought the, I'm going to start coloring this as I'm going along, too, because we're talking about these Black Widows, and we just have to jump in. And I'm going to start out with Maiden Pink for this one. It's kind of a reddish color. It's called Maiden Pink. It's Dragon Pencil number 162. And I'm going to go with the little circles inside the heart. Just a heavy pressure inside that. Yeah, I wish you had bought the Scorpions, Sharon. That would have been so much better. I should have spoken up and given you the scoop. I'm going to give his beard a weird color. I'm going to go with this orange color, which is called Light Rust. And then I'm going to alternate with this one, which is called Sandpiper. So I'll do this and then this. I know. It's a beard, but why not? He's a gnome. Is he even real? You know? There's a gnome I have my eyes on actually at Walgreens. I'm hoping that after Christmas he'll be marked down to a really low price and maybe I'll buy him. He could be like my, I don't know, my art studio buddy. I could dress him up. Okay, so there's my light rust color. So you get the gist here of what I'm doing, right? Pattern every other. Are you going to get them, Alice? Are they, Sandra was saying that they're not going to arrive until February, so they're completely not available on Amazon right now in the U.S.? It's a good problem to have, right? It is kind of a good problem to have. Does anybody have any Amazon deliveries arriving? I actually do. This is what happened. I have been trying for a very long time, weeks now, to be able to stream and to watch Yellowstone, right? Sharon knows my story about this. So I cannot do it. It's just crazy. My TV doesn't have it on demand. I can't, because I never watched it from the beginning, so I know. But I just can't get to it. So I decided that I would just subscribe to HBO Max. This has nothing to do with Yellowstone, I know, but it does kind of have a little bit of a connection. So I decided to subscribe to HBO Max, and in order to watch HBO Max, I needed to get HBO. So I got HBO, then I had to download the HBO Max app on my TV. Well, guess what? My TV does not have the ability to download it. Even the Fios people told me that, yeah, there's some TVs that are like that. She said, just like that. I think it was crazy. So after trying to figure out a way to watch HBO Max on my phone or on my iPad and make it show up on my TV screen. I decided that I was wasting too much of my time. So, see, there's really no blue except for this one, right? Look at this. This is really no blue. So I decided that I would just, this is crazy. So I went online and thought to myself, I think I'm just going to have to buy a new TV because this is not working. But I ended up buying a Fire Stick for 20 bucks on Amazon. It arrives tomorrow, actually. And then if I have the Fire Stick on this TV, Sharon's shaking her head. I know she is. I'm going to pick on Sharon today. She's going to be like, what? She's going to tune out soon. I like to pick on Sharon. I'm sorry. Anyway, or Alice. I'll pick on Alice. I decided to buy a Fire Stick, and the Fire Stick will allow me to stream HBO Max on this TV and Peacock. So that's the point of my story, is that hopefully this problem that I've been having will be solved. Actually, this is a good color combination, isn't it? This blue color, which is called Pleasant Blue. But again, Alice was asking, what do I really think about these? It needs more blues. And I think that the other part is that when you buy Black Widow pencils, the whole point is that buy all of the sets and you will have a very nice collection of colored pencils. So if you combine them all. Now, all that being said, I am going to say this. If they were all the same number of pencils for each set, or they were all in the same type of packaging, I think that would be a great thing to do. I wish there was something that you could buy that would just, well, there probably is something you could buy to put them all in. I mean, I guess there is, right? You can buy anything. I know, I do it so well, don't I, Sharon? This one's called Sabra. Ooh, what is this? Alice is laughing. Alice, are you all moved in to your new apartment? Have you completed the move? I know so many people that are moving this week. I'm tired for everybody that's moving. I'm having a hard enough time realizing that I need to vacuum. Anybody else? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I think I should just have somebody clean my house and that will just solve my problems. Now look what I did here. This did not create my pattern that I wanted because it just didn't. So I'm going to have to go back in now. I'll go back with this light color, which is called Picasso Sky, and put that in here. These are very creamy, I gotta say. Creamier than the Monarchs. And how much were these when I bought? I think they were $19. Good morning to Lynn Miller. What are the gnomes doing? They're having a meeting about Festivus. Does anybody else celebrate Festivus? Like, Lynn, I saw your poll. I was thinking that maybe I should put up a poll. I have a housekeeper. She's here now, Debbie saying. I was actually just thinking, do you really? Yeah, I don't know if I could do it. I feel like I might, they are not going to clean to my specifications, Deb. You know? I wouldn't mind like a deep cleaning. Can't live without her. Oh, I know, right? I can see how that would happen. I feel like I need like a, you know, wash walls, like that type of thing. Alice is saying, no, I am sick. Oh no, and I have an upper respiratory infection, and my friend that was going to help has COVID. Oh my. That's right, you did tell me that he has COVID. Oh my goodness. Well, send her on. Lynn says, I used to clean before the housekeeper came. I think I would do that, Lynn. It's like when I would have my dogs groomed, I always used to clean their ears and freshen them up and cut out a lot of knots in their fur before the dog groomer took over. Is that bad that I did that? I didn't want them to look, you know, like raggedy. I didn't want anyone to think like, oh my goodness, what happened to these dogs? This is called Dark Night. What does this really look like? Oh, that's a grayish color. Dark Night. What do you think of his clothing? He thinks that he looks like all that in a bag of chips, doesn't he? All right, let's give him some yellow gloves. This one is Mellow Yellow. You know you're singing it, right? I'm not going to put a pattern on his gloves at all. But I am going to add this Dark Knight as his little like cuff for his sleeve and his button and the button. Now, as far as his nose, I'm going with pink. I don't know what color a gnome's nose is. A gnome's is. A gnome's nose. What a thing to say. A gnome's nose. I'll put a little bit of Maiden Pink over to the corner, just to kind of give it a little bit of like, you know, he's been out in the cold. I don't know where they've been. Sharon saying, I'm thinking of getting a house cleaner after the first of the year. One of my New Year's resolutions is to make my life easier, and that's one I think I might stick to. Do you think that you're going to follow with the person around now, or clean before they get there? All right, I'm going to go with this Maiden Pink color for this section here. I'm not going to use any pattern in here, because the other thing that happens too when you add patterns to something is that, do you really want, I mean, you don't want it to be too busy, right? So I'm going to put this Maiden Pink color here. I don't have any New Year's resolutions. Has anyone else made New Year's resolutions yet? I mean, I guess I would like to make my life easier, yes, but I'd like to surround my life with more happy things. That's one thing I'd like to do. I don't know what else. Sometimes I don't like to make New Year's resolutions because then I feel like it's pressure. How about you? Anybody else? Bonnie, hey, Bonnie Miller, good morning, good morning. Debbie says my mom always cleans before the maid came, right? I know, gnome's nose, tongue twister, right? Imagine if Peter piped a pickled pepper with the gnome's nose. Who would know? Except the gnomes. No one would know. Gnomes know. The gnome's nose. All right, this is light rust again because I want to pull it up from there. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a on the side type method of coloring. Lynn says, I canceled my house cleaner when COVID began almost 2 years ago. I am the only one here, usually. Usually. What does that mean? I'm the only one here, usually. And I should be able to do the cleaning. I think it's good exercise. My gnome is very busy, very busy, very busy. I picture him walking around saying that. Is he saying that? It's a busy, busy day. It's a busy, busy day. It's a busy gnome. Good morning, Jean Mellinger. I was actually just saying to myself, where is Jean Mellinger? So, did everyone see that I have some really cool workshops happening in the new year? That's a good New Year's resolution, right? To learn something new, to do something fun. I have a painting workshop that's going to happen every Monday. And if you have seen what people are painting from that painting workshop, let me tell you, unbelievable, right? Did everyone see the amazing paintings that everyone did last week? It was a couple standing under an umbrella having like this passionate kiss. It was amazing. Not the kiss, but the, well, maybe the kiss was. I don't know if it was. They kind of look like the Gothic painting, don't they? Ma and Pa, yeah, don't they? American Gothic. Lynn's saying that these look like American Gothic people. This one's called Dungeon, and this one's called Castle. And they're two different shades of brown, but I'm going to give her some brown here before I add any patterns onto her. So I'm going to get my pen. I am going to, actually, you know what I'm going to do to this? I'm going to color her brown here first. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow because really she kind of does think that she should be a blonde. I don't know why. And it'll just kind of like give her a little bit of a lightness. Or, I mean, maybe I should have gone gray, right? Because gray is like the in thing. Remember when bald was the in thing? Lynn says, the painting workshop is so much fun. It is. It is. I look forward to it every single time. So I have 2 different painting classes, actually. I have one that meets on Mondays. We meet every Monday at 10 a.m. We're meeting 5 times. It's $40 a month. And if we meet 5 times, it's still $40 a month. If we meet 4 times, it's $40 a month. So I leave it like that. I mean, I kind of think, hey, $10 a class, but when we've got that 5th week, we just still do it. It's a lot of fun. And then I have another one. It's a membership that meets on Saturdays. We meet every other Saturday, actually. That one actually is a little bit less. That one's only $14.99, and because it stays as a membership. So on that one, we same thing. We're painting. We meet on Zoom for both of them, but there's replays on Facebook. And then the other workshop I have is a drawing workshop, which if you've attended my draw-alongs, it's just a rebranded or revamped workshop, taking it up a little bit of a notch. The drawing workshops begin on, I thought I had the information here too. I guess I don't. The drawing workshops begin on January 12th. We'll meet every other Wednesday at 10 a.m. and we are drawing from photographs in full color. And then, what is the other workshop I have? Oh, starting we meet 6 times for the drawing workshop. I'm going to put some specs in this. And then the other workshop that's happening, it's a 3-session workshop. It's going to be in January 14, 21, and 28. And we're meeting at 10 a.m. Live on Facebook. It's needle felting painting. And if you've never done that before, it's just incredible. It's so much fun. Relaxing. There's no supplies included with it, but we'll be working on 3 different projects. So if you want to learn more about any of those, just let me know. Jean says, we were out for breakfast and just got home. Did you have anything good to eat? I'm not a breakfast person. I feel like when I go out for breakfast, I just am like so full for the rest of the day. Sharon says, I love the painting retreats. They are always fun. Lynn says, we learn and laugh. We laugh a lot, I gotta say. Don't we? Over stupid stuff. I don't even know what we talk about that we laugh a lot. But we do. Sandra says, a friend gave me a gift card that will cover the cost of the felt painting supplies. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to hear that. You know, I posted a video on my Facebook page, actually. It's a link to a YouTube video, a little Christmas song. Did anyone see this? If you have not watched this little video, I mean, maybe it's just how my mind works and it's a little crazy, because I showed it to somebody else the other day and they just looked at me like, this is crazy. Like, why are we watching this? But anyway, they didn't like what I was showing to them. Apparently, when I showed it to him, he didn't like it. But anyway, it's this little video, and it is all these little characters. When I do the needle felting class that I'm doing is flat. It's a painting. So the other part, the other way you can do needle felting is that you can also have, make little creatures, you know, from the Black Lagoon. No, you can also make little characters. And this woman does, I follow her on Instagram, actually. She animates them. You know, like stop motion. Is anyone familiar with that? Where they literally take, like, say a hand is going to move, and they literally have to do, like, I'm going to raise my hand up. You have to go. You have to keep moving. Like, move your finger, like, in little teeny tiny sections. And then, when it finally all comes together, all those little movements are what make it. Well, you have to check it out. Has anyone watched it? I know Dawn did, but she's not here today. I don't know where Dawn is. I'm just adding these zigzags. I don't know what color dress this woman should have. She looks like she's really ready to go out on the town with this guy. I don't know if they've been married for a long time or not. What do you think? I'm going to give her a pink nose. The gnome's nose. And I'll give her a face. I'm going to go with this peachy color right here, which is called Serpent. So anyway, if you're interested in in learning something new, I've got 3 different workshops happening in January. And of course, we'll be doing color alongs every Thursday. So It's going to be a busy month. A busy and creative month. I'm excited about it. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's add some, maybe some stripes to her bow. And then we can color them. There we go. I think that Melody was saying that there was a link somewhere for those felting supplies, Sandra, that they were on sale, but isn't it amazing when what you really want just kind of like falls into place like that? I think it is. It's always amazing. All right, what color is this? Gold Dust. Obviously, I've used this a lot because it's kind of dull, but I'm just going to put it right here. Am I supposed to, when I cough, am I supposed to say not COVID? Did you see people are doing that now? I'll tell you. I hope that as we move through the winter, people are taking advantage of some downtime that they're given. You know, I think that there's got to be a bigger reason for what's happening. All right, this is Crimson Stone, and I feel like her dress needs to be like, you know, she got all fancied up for this. So if she could have glitter on, we would do glitter, but we don't have any glitter in these. So I'm just going to give her some Crimson Stone. And then leave that there, and then this part comes in. Lynn Miller says, I always say not COVID when I cough. Maybe we just need, like, I don't know. People do look at you funny, though, don't they? When you cough. It's like, you just want to clear your throat. We've got this. Now the arms are a little different because it's not going to go completely across, right? So we don't want to do too much to the arm. We don't want to make it go completely across. And then, this one. So this book, Gnome Friends Coloring Book, has all different gnomes, whether they're together or there's one gnome per page. And it's really kind of a bigger spaces coloring book. So if you're looking for something to color that's got a little bit of a bigger space, for whether you have vision problems, dexterity issues, or even if you just don't feel like being in the intricate world, you know, or even for kids, seniors, I don't know, anybody. You just don't feel like adding, you know, dealing with those little teeny tiny flowers or those little teeny tiny leaves. Or even you just don't feel like coloring something that's a mandala, you know? Because sometimes mandalas can be a little crazy. All right, now what color should we add? Oh, we could add this orange color, right? Serpent. Let's see how this is. Oh, yes. I love pink and orange, don't you? I used to have this bag long ago that was pink and orange. And it's so weird that I remember it because it was probably like when I was like, I don't know, 12. But I remember it. Some things just are like stuck in your brain. I don't know what it is. Sharon says, I say not COVID when someone I don't know looks at me if I cough. Oh, yeah. I would just roll my eyes at them if they looked at me like that. That's what I would do. I would be like, you know, shooting daggers from my eyes and saying to them with my eyes. It's a crazy world, isn't it? Anyway, so what's everybody's plans for today? Today what am I doing today? Oh, I know what I'm doing today. I am catching up on laundry. Oh, my goodness, it never ends. Does anybody else feel like laundry never ends? I do. I feel like laundry is just like the non-stop. You need something to do, just do laundry. This one's called Dark Knight. That's that other one. I don't like that one anymore. We're not going to use that. What other color can you make her gloves? And her shoes. Let me see. How about this? Dragon Breath. What would that smell like? I'm going to make it for her gloves. I'm not going to give the gloves a pattern, but I am going to give Dragon Breath. And as far as her shoes, I'm going to go with standard brown. You know, maybe she's just kind of like, oh, I do need to vacuum. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn's plan is to clean the house. I feel like my house is too big to clean all at once. Let me tell you. Does anybody else have that feeling? Too big to clean the whole, like, all of it at one time. It's really... I think maybe I need to downsize or something. This one's that cardboard color. Doesn't it look like gold? All of my black widows live together in one container and they seem happy. How do you know? Do you catch them talking to each other? All right, let's see what other pattern we can put on this right here. Oh, we could go like this. That's kind of a pattern, isn't it? I would say it is. And then we can do all different colors in all of these spaces. Sharon, you're cleaning too? Oh man, I guess I should clean the whole thing. I need to vacuum. I do need to vacuum. But you know what happens to me when I vacuum? This is what my problem is. I mean, does anybody else do this? I end up moving every piece of... Sharon, I don't even know if I can say this with a straight face, but I do end up moving things around. Like maybe I'll push the chair out of the way and I'll vacuum underneath it. I think maybe I need a robot vacuum. So they can do the whole thing. I don't know if my dogs would like it. And I'm still living with this crazy beep in my house for the Verizon box. It's this battery backup. I gotta go try to take it out. That's my other thing I gotta do today. The list goes on and on, doesn't it? Okay, so there's kind of, look how fancy her hat looks. Doesn't it look fancy? And I feel like it should be all different colors. Maybe she should have some, well, maybe we could go with the greens. Let's go with green. Let's go with some greens. All right, let's see. Green Glow. Dragon. Oh, this one's pine. Why do I always want to say that the name is like part of the, like dragon is part of the name of the pencil? I don't understand why I do that. Oh, Debbie. Debbie says she has to fold clothes and put them away. Don't you wish there was an automatic folding machine? I feel like I am constantly folding clothes. And put them away. I think there's actually, you know, there's people that don't fold their clothes, right? We all know that. It's not us, right? But there are people in the world that do never fold their clothes. They just put them in the basket. You know who these people are. You see them out and about with the wrinkled shirt. And they get dressed out of the basket of clothes. Does anybody else know these people? I don't really think that they're the people of Walmart, by the way. Because the people of Walmart, do they really even wear clothes, the people of Walmart? Sometimes not. All right, this one's called Wizard. I guess we could add like some pink to make this pop. These little designs. And I'm going to leave the little circles that I made white. I'm not going to color those. I fold right after the dryer stops. Like you're standing there waiting for it. Is the dryer on the first floor of your house though? I want to get my dryer on the first floor of my house. Right after the dryer stops. Well, Sharon, you're perfect. I don't know. I don't fold them right after the dryer stops. But they're not wrinkled. I do fold them like on the same day. Or if not, I spin them out again. Spin them out. Like, you know, toss them, whatever. Lynn says, I hang all my shirts and pants out of dryer. I do know people who work out of the baskets. Yeah, right? Me too. I know the people who work out of the baskets too. This one's called Fizz. Oh, hanging them is a lot of work. Isn't it? And then you got to find a place to hang them. It's crazy. Sharon says, I am far from perfect. That's pretty perfect in my world, Sharon. Right after they come out of the dryer is amazing. I think that if my dryer was on the first floor and I didn't have to, like, be too lazy to go downstairs to, you know, to deal with it. But I do have a lot of things to wash today. Plus, I need to wash some dog toys too. All right, let's go with Green Glow. These greens do all look a little similar, right? But not bad. This is a good palette of green for a paint set. All right, now I'm going to add that pink color I had. What is it this one that I wanted? Nail polish. Oh, this is a good one, nail polish. Sharon says, no basement dryer. No, basement dryer beeps. I go down and pull them out and fold them so that I wouldn't have to. All right, I'm going to tell you a funny story about the basement dryer beeping. About the dryer beeping, right? So I got a new dryer a few weeks ago. And I always had, on my old dryer, I always had the that beep off. So it didn't make that noise. It does need a new battery. What needs a new battery, Bonnie? The Fios box? You think they're blue, Lynn? Really? Okay, I'm branching here. Listen, so I got I had to buy a new dryer. Fun times, right? So I buy a new dryer, and the old dryer never had a noise. I turned it off. So I wouldn't have to hear that beep. And then I was using the new dryer one night. All of a sudden, I'm just doing something. I think I was working on a coloring book, actually. And all of a sudden, I hear this noise, like someone is buzzing the back door of, like, you know that sound you hear sometimes, like, bzzz, like it was a loud noise. So what the heck is that? For 2 days, I walked around my house thinking, what is that noise? I was losing my mind trying to figure out what this noise could possibly be. I thought it was the furnace. I was ready to call for service. I thought it was something to do with my computer. I was ready to figure out what all happened there. I thought it was the electrical outlet, actually. I thought it was a wall outlet behind my desk, to the point where I moved the desk so I could figure out what was happening. Nope. Guess what it was? It was the buzzer on the dryer. It's crazy. It was crazy. And there's no way to turn it off, so I don't like it. Don't like it. Sally Ann, I don't know what that comment says, but I'm glad you're here. This one is called Zombie. I'm going to do the grass. They're going to be standing in grass. And then maybe their sky will be blue. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to put a pattern back there. I'm done with my patterns. Whatever was that beep to keep... Oh, the beeping. The beeping that I keep hearing, Bonnie, is... it's this battery pack that's in my basement for my Fios landline phone. And the battery is there so that you can use the phone if you have a power outage. So the battery's dead. It needs a new battery. I called them. They said you can buy a new battery for $40. The only reason why I need the battery is if the power goes out. Why am I wasting $40 on a battery that I'm only going to use if the power goes out where I have a cell phone? It's only good for 24 hours. So So I'm leaving it. I'm going to see how long I can stand not having having the beep. I'll be like those people who don't put the heat on. You know those people that don't put the heat on and they try to like make it through the whole winter without heat? Those people need to, if you're one of those people, I don't know how you do it, is all I'll have to say. All right, I'm going to use this color. Bonnie, you would like this. This is a periwinkle color. Sharon says, so even though you had it off, it still buzzed. No, there's no way to turn it off. I just didn't know. It was not a familiar sound. I hear weird things, Sharon. Let me tell you. I do. I hear weird things. I think of weird things. You know. I'm in sync with weird stuff. And I never got my saline solution. That beep would drive me crazy. I hate when the answering machine beeps. It beeps like every... Oh, I don't even know. Maybe every 30 minutes. Can you get the battery elsewhere for less money? Well, I am looking for it for less money, Lynn. I'm not going to pay $40 for it. I think I can buy it on Amazon. I think I might have seen one for $22. But I'm going to go with like... I'm going to keep looking. It'll be my New Year's resolution. What? The answering machine? What are you talking about, Sharon? What do you mean the answering machine beeps? Like a regular answering machine? I don't have an answering machine. My stuff just goes to voicemail. Do people have answering machines anymore? Yeah, I think that the battery can be bought for much less. I remember one time I did replace it. This is the second time this happened. The last time I replaced it, they wanted me to spend $150 on it, and I convinced the Fios rep to give it to me for free. So now apparently they have knocked down their price. All right, I'm mixing Pleasant Blue in this. I'm kind of using it on an angle a little bit. This black stuff you see right here is from the actual outside of the pencil. The paint on the pencil is doing that. Isn't that weird? All right, so let's, I want to make sure that I wish everyone a happy Christmas or Merry Christmas and, or whatever you celebrate for the season. And we do have a color along next week, even though it's the day before New Year's Eve. I usually just do them, right? So we'll be meeting again next week for a grayscale color along. And then, the other thing that's happening is that this book goes until, I want to just mention that too, is this book, let's see when the last day for this book is. Because I thought it was in February. I believe it is. And I know that's a long way away, but you have an answering machine that you actually like hit the play button and it plays. So if I called you, I could say, Sharon, pick up the phone, and you would hear my voice. I know somebody that never, ever picks up the phone when someone calls them. They sit there, they screen it, they have one of those answer machines like you're talking about, and they listen to it, and I'm just going to keep calling you and saying, Sharon, pick up the phone. They listen to it, and they never pick up the phone. No matter who it is, they screen all their calls. So every time I call them, they never pick up the phone. And I think to myself, I know you don't pick up the phone. And you're not picking up the phone for my phone call. So I am on to you. Wouldn't you feel like that? Wouldn't you feel like I am on to you with you not picking up that phone? So I don't call them anymore because they don't pick up the phone. But if you call, I would always answer the phone. Oh, thank you, Sharon. All right, so here we are here. We are moving along on this book. So we've got Gnome Friends done today. Next week, we're going to be working on this one here, which is a grayscale. Today, in 1888, Van Gogh chopped off his ear. What an interesting piece of trivia. One that in a sentence I never thought I would ever say. Do you know why he chopped off his ear? That's the bigger question. Next week, we've got this one. This is actually the last one of 2021, right? All right, so what I was trying to say is that the next book for color logs begins in March, Do I have the dates? I believe it's March 3rd. I'm pretty sure it's March 3rd. 2/17. Yeah, it begins in March. And it's already available on Amazon. If you're part of my membership, books will be sent out after the first of the year. Probably because he got tired of hearing a beep in his house for his Fios battery. Let's not be Van Gogh's today. Van Gogh chopped off his ear. This is the story that I know. Because he had Meniere's disease. And he had Meniere's disease, which affects your ear. And he basically had gone like mad from it. And that's why he chopped off his ear. Could you imagine? I mean, I'm sure if the beep was if he was listening to that beep, he probably would have chopped off his ear a long time ago. Maybe I should just keep, I don't know. Now, you know what's going to happen today? I am going to be so, like, aware of that beep now that we're talking about it. Where I'm pretty good at ignoring it, but I'm going to be really aware of it now. I can't really hear it very much. I'm not putting my pencils in order, by the way. I don't really do that. It's more, that's too organized. I don't really hear it that much unless I'm really in the basement, so it will be okay. If anyone, Sharon, if you would like to come over and listen to the beep one day, if you kind of feel like you need some noise, let me know. All right. So, what else can I keep shops away from Anthony? Yeah. No knives today. I actually need to do a few things that involve a knife, involve a razor blade. So, as we move into the new year, we're going to be working on the rest of this book. We've got molding as a topic. We've got speckled with colored pencils. This is a fun one, actually. We've got another grayscale one, and you don't want to miss this one because if you missed the last one, this one is really, really, really cool. This basket is fun to color, plus these tulips as we move into January. Then we've got just a number 2 pencil happening for this one. This is closer to February, I believe. And then I believe this is the last one for this book. Yes. Which is a mixed media page, grayscale illustration. Okay, so here's how OCD I am, Sharon's saying. My Black Widow pencils are all in one direction with the color name upright. Well, if you get bored and you would like to organize my pencils, then you know where to go. Bonnie says, my voicemail on my home phone is full. I don't delete them so no one can leave any more messages. I only use my house phone to find myself. That's a very good idea. I delete them all the time, but if you don't delete them, no one can leave a message. Bonnie, that's genius. I might do that. I delete them on my phone. I have an app on my phone, and that's how I look. My home phone sends calls to my cell. Me too. I send my calls from my home phone to my cell phone. You know, because of course we are I'm in such demand that I need to make sure I have my phone with me from the basement to the front porch to the backyard, Sharon says, I do that all the time, Bonnie. Whenever my husband misplaces his phone, I use the landline to call his cell. Yeah, a lot of people do that. I don't know where my phone is a lot. Many times I don't know where my phone is. I do have a pocket in my pants that I can put it in, but I don't like keeping my phone against my body. I know, I agree with you too, Bonnie. It is always junk messages. It's who calls who, right? I just want to get a phone call that will just be that's only if you have a smartphone. Find My Phone, right, Lynn? Lynn says you can also use the app Find My Phone. Isn't that only if you have a smartphone? I think that if you have Alexa, she'll find your phone too. Won't she? Okay. All right, I need to get myself together so I can go change the vacuum cleaner bag in my vacuum now that we've talked about vacuuming, and I can vacuum. So, hope you have a great day today. I hope you have a happy Christmas. And I will see everyone at it was fun, wasn't it? I'm so happy you were here, Debbie. I'll be back again next Thursday. Hope you can join me. And maybe the phone should call the vacuum cleaner and it should automatically change the vacuum bag and then we will be able to just like, you know, sit back with our feet up and have everything vacuumed. That would be awesome. Okay. All right, I got to get moving, my friends. I will see everyone next week. Have a great weekend. Have a happy holiday, and I will see everyone soon. Thanks so much for watching.